Shaktiya Ladini. She's none other than that Ladini Shakti of Lord Krishna. What is that? Sahaja Suhasi. Very easily, always laughing. Hasiras. Sahaja Suhasi. Suhasi, always very laughing, very joyful. And then Haridas Vyasdevacharya, since it's a big long name, he always signs his songs as Hari Priya Swamini. In the end he says Hari Priya Swamini. So he always signs his works as Hari Priya. Just like Narottam always signs his Narottame, Kripa Koro. So it's the Hari Priya Swamini. He always signs his name Hari Priya Swamini. So this very beautiful song has brought us to Braj. And we always sing this song especially when we're in Barsana. And near Barsana there's a very small village known as Chiksoli. And Chiksoli is very famous for butter, milk, yogurt, ghee, all these nice milk products. And we know that Krishna, he too much likes all these, especially butter, nice soft butter. So he and his cowherd boys, they went to Chiksoli one day, and they were wandering from house to house to find out. They were peeking in the window. They found one house where no gopi was home. So they all ran inside. Because old days in Braj, nobody had fear of thieves. Nobody locked their door. It's like everybody thinks that New York City is the Big Apple. Everybody wants to be in New York City, the Big Apple. But you go there, first of all, you can't even get inside the building. There's a whole bunch of little buttons there. You push the button there next to your friend's apartment number, and then this voice comes, "Who's there?" And you say your name, then you hear this horrible sound. While that sound is going, you can open the door. Then you get upstairs, and the door's got this little hole in it, and this round glass is there, And suddenly that goes dark. You knock on the door, suddenly it goes dark, So he's peeking who's out there. And then they have like 5 different locks. You hear one up this way, pull out this one from the bottom, and one here. But in Braj, nobody cares. It's a wonderful place. So they all ran inside. They began to drink all the yogurt and eat all of the butter. So that gopi came home. As she passed by the window, she heard some sound and she peeked inside. And she saw what was going on. So now in India, instead of having one door like we have here, we always have 2 doors like this. And there's a little bolt on the outside and there's a bolt on the inside. So she went around to the front door and put the bolt on the outside. Means who's ever inside, now he can't get outside. And she ran to call all of her gopi friends. Meanwhile, Shamsundar, he also heard that sound. He knows the meaning of that sound. And he looked all around and he went out the window. So all the cowherd boys, they all ran, they climbed up and ping, 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 they all jumped out the window. But there's one friend of Krishna named Madhumangal. And Madhumangal, first of all, he's lame. He can't run. He can't climb like the other cowherd boys. Another problem is that although Madhumangal is one of Krishna's sakhas, one of his friends, he's not a gopa, he's a Brahmin. And our Braj Brahmins, they don't tend to be very skinny fellows. I was just taking one Gujarati fellow, one couple around, and his wife was telling me that they lived in Bombay. It's the Panditji used to come from Mathura every time, and my mother would give him a big silver lota like this full of ghee, and he'll just go. So they don't tend to be very skinny fellows. So anyway, somehow or other he managed to get over to the window. He tried to climb up. He got up to the window, but when he tried to go through, he got stuck. So that gopi came back with all her friends. She opened up the door. They came inside. Ha! We got you. And nobody's there. Just this fat friend of Krishna's. So they grabbed him by the legs and pulled him out. Boop. And they tied his hands with flower garlands behind his back. And they tied string around his sika. And they threw that string over the top of the branch. And they said, now we have hostage. You thought this hostage taking was a new thing. This has been going on since 5,000 years. So they threw the string over the branch and they said, all right, now you call your friend Krishna here. Oh, Kanaya! Oh, Kana! Oh, Lala! Oh, Kanaya! So Krishna, he heard Madhamangal crying, so immediately he ran to the spot. And as soon as he saw what was going on, he became very angry. Are, what have you done? Don't you know? He may be one of my sakhas, he may be one of my friends, but he's not a gopa, he's a Brahmin. Now you've done Brahman aparadha. Now your health and your wealth and your beauty will all be finished. And what do little girls worry about? Health and wealth and beauty, is it? So they all became very frightened. Are Maharaj, how can we come through for this aparadha? So Krishna thought for a second. He said, you go to your houses, you find out as many laddus as you have in your house. You make a nice asan for Madhamangal, you're sitting down, you're feeding those laddus, he'll forget all about that aparadha, and he'll give you ashirvad, blessing. So the gopis, they sat him down in a nice asana, they went to the house, they brought back all their laddus, he was eating laddus, bing, bing, bing. And he was giving them all ashirvad, blessing. For the manokamana, the dearmost desire in their heart. And what is the dearmost desire in the heart of all of the gopis? That somehow or other Nanda Nandan will become pleased with him. And that is Krishna consciousness in a nutshell. Everything we're doing is just so Nanda Nandan will become pleased with us. We chant 16 rounds, we follow 4 regular principles, we go to Mangalarti, at least on Jamashtami, and we do all these things, offer all our food. Why are we doing all these? So Krishna will become pleased with. That is Krishna consciousness. In a nutshell, everything we're doing, we're just doing it so Krishna will become pleased with us. And we should think, whatever I'm doing this so Krishna will become pleased with it. That's Krishna consciousness. And you keep this little formula in your brain. You think, what am I doing right now? Is that so Krishna will become pleased with me? Or that's so my senses will become gratified? You keep that little formula in your brain. Krishna consciousness is simple for the simple, but we make everything complicated. But this is Krishna consciousness. We're doing everything just so Nanda Nandan will become pleased with us. So now Madhamangal, his belly is full. Just like in our ordinary business dealings, when somebody is there, we take our client out to lunch, and when his belly is full, then we put the contract in front of him. He doesn't even read the small print. He's very happy, he just signs. So now Madhamangal, he's very happy, his belly is full, so whatever benediction you want to take from him, now you take. Sri Madhamangal ki jai.